Well, government workers, students, and probably about a total of 10 private sector employees enjoyed the day off today. It's Columbus Day. But people are increasingly not grateful to Christopher Columbus for giving them the day off. Noted fake Native American activist Elizabeth Warren says today should be Indigenous People Day in honor of the ancestors she doesn't have. And more cities across the United States are renaming the holiday that. Most notably, Columbus, Ohio is ditching Columbus Day and celebrating Veterans Day instead. James Robbins is the author of Erasing America, Losing Our Future by Destroying Our Past. It's a brilliant book based on a brilliant and true concept. He joins us tonight. James, thanks a lot for coming on. So this is part of a larger trend that you write about in some detail in your book, which I hope our viewers read. Tell us what that trend is.
Tucker, well, the trend is to assault the American narrative, to make us all feel ashamed to be Americans, to look at every aspect of the American story and say, you know, the founders were bad, the Constitution is racist. And what better place to start than with Christopher Columbus, who is really patient zero of the European invasion of America.
What is, I couldn't agree with you more. That's clearly the thread that ties all these stories together, trying to delegitimize the country we live in. But what's the point of that? Why would they want to do that?
Well, I think the point of it is if we feel bad about our country, if we feel bad about the past, then they can rewrite any kind of future they want. I mean, the progressives want to turn the United States into a socialist country. Well, in order to do that, if you say that, you know, the founders were all evil men and an evil document and everything in the past was bad, well, then they can come up with a future that fits whatever they want to make it.
So they're really telling the rest of us, you don't have the right to defend yourself against our assaults. You don't have the moral legitimacy to defend your own country.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's all about shame. It's all about blame. You know, the assault on Columbus. And by the way, as a Buckeye, I'm really sad about Columbus, Ohio, kind of ditching the holiday. I think they should change the name of the city if that's what they're thinking. But
yeah, no, I agree with that. To Indigenous City. How's that?
Or Virtueville, something like that.
So, are you seeing this? Not, as obviously, it's been going on in academia for quite some time, but it seems to have spread to, again, normal places like Columbus, Ohio, which is a great town, actually, filled with normal people. How did it get to Columbus?
Well, I think it's been insinuated into the American education system for decades. I mean, starting in the 1970s, we've had this creep of revisionism in American history books until it kind of becomes the accepted narrative. I mean, particularly with Columbus, he starts off, you know, chapter 1 in Howard Zinn's revisionist history of America. So people have grown up saying, oh, Columbus, yeah, he's a bad guy.
That's unbelievable. It's a great book, and your explanation of it was crisp and super helpful. I appreciate your coming on. Thank you.
Thanks, Tucker.